Oh yeah, I like that. I like that intro to the song. Yeah, I like that. That's my Theo Vaughn impression. You didn't like that? Y'all didn't like that one? Y'all don't know who that is? Theo Vaughn?
Who?
Theo Vaughn. Okay,
Nope.
don't worry about it. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Two Joes and the Pro. As always, you got you guys, Kenny, Ryan, and Brian. Obviously, Ryan didn't like my intro. He has his hand over his head, so I apologize. Brian, what's going on?
Oh, sorry. It was great.
Bro, I'm just, chilling.
Yeah, Brian is getting his fix right now. NBA has started, and guess what? When you thought there weren't enough things to bet on, now there's even more.
Everything.
There's more, right? We have went from only getting our fix on the weekends, on Fridays and Saturday, and only doing our player props then. But guess what? Now you can do your player props pretty much every single night, and you combine that with hockey. It's the problem, guys. And college football, the little small divisions are playing during the week, even better. Anyway,
Yeah, you guys have a problem.
yeah. Tell it to our tax advisors when they're filing our taxes because we're cashing out on their ass. Anyway, let's get straight into it. College football last week. Let's see. What's the most important thing? USC sucks. I'm going to start off by saying that. I don't like that Lincoln Riley came out and said, I feel like the pressure is getting to our guys now, blase, and all that crap. Because guess what? 3 weeks ago, I didn't hear anything about pressure. When you guys were talking about, oh, yeah, man, we should be competing for, the CFP and all this other stuff. And now you guys lost 2 straight, and now you're talking about pressure. Don't want to hear it. Guess what? I guess I will tell you who is rising to the occasion for pressure. Jalen Milroe. I think that people didn't give him credit in the beginning when they lost to Texas. He can't throw the ball. He can't do this. He can't do that. But if you've been watching Alabama lately, he's actually been making plays. And guess what Alabama's been doing? They've been winning. So when we handled Tennessee, it was not as close. I mean, it wasn't as bad as it looks at the end because it was pretty close in the beginning. We're actually losing. It was 21-7, I believe, at halftime, and I was biting my nails. I'm not gonna lie. But then Alabama came back and showed their true selves and stopped Tennessee, and that's all she wrote. The game of the week, but really wasn't the game of the week, was Ohio State, Penn State. The game looked closer than what it really was. James Franklin's trash. And not trash as a coach, I would say, but trash as a manager of the game, because you have a 5-star and a guy like Drew Aller, and why are you not letting him off the leash? Why are you still trying to make him game manage as if he's not a high caliber quarterback? I understand if he was a Jimmy Garoppolo, right? That type of guy, but he has the tools and the traits, right? If this was baseball, he would be a five kit player. What's it called, Brian? 5-tool kit? A 5-tool kit player, right? He has the size, he has the arm strength, he has the accuracy, but somehow Penn State, they just thought that running the ball and trying to play good defense against Ohio State was going to work.
I mean, that was more because Penn State doesn't have any wide receivers.
It doesn't matter, though.
It does.
Right? It does not
matter.
No,
when
it doesn't.
Going up against defensive back, it does matter.
What are you talking about? What? Name one defensive back at Ohio State, because they don't have any right now. Please stop.
Oh, I don't know any of their names yet.
They don't have any. Their defense on the secondary is trash. Their front is good, but their defense on the secondary is trash. Their wide receivers they're wide receiver you. They're not DBU. They're wide receiver you. That's for DBU. Sure.
Dude, look at all the first round picks that have come out of Ohio State in the last 10 years.
Bro, you can look at any school, stop it. You can look at any school and look at all the top doggone DBs that came out. Ohio State is now number 1.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
They are.
Okay.
It's without question, Kenny.
No, it's not without question. Wide receiver you? Yes. How far?
That's
how
more
far?
Recent.
Where are you going back to? 2010? Where are you going back to?
I'm saying the last decade or so.
All right, man.
It started with like Marshawn Lattimore.
Okay, that's one.
I mean, you had Eli Apple was a first-round pick. Yes, he's a bust in the NFL.
2.
You got Jenkins was a safety out of Ohio State.
That was a long time ago, but okay, that's 3.
Okay, whatever.
Like I'm saying, if we want to put up people from early 2000s, like We could do that. Like you could do that for anything. If you look at recently though, they have had DBs. They had Jeff Okuda. They had
Yeah.
what's his name? Start last name with the C. But anyway, they had him, but they haven't put up more DBs in the last few years than Alabama.
In
Go
the
look it
first
up.
round, I think they have.
In the first round,
Yeah.
no. Go look it up. Look it up because those are the top two teams right now for DBs. If you're talking about DBs, if you're talking about DBs and wide receivers, those are the top two teams, 100%. Wide receivers recently has been Ohio State. DBs recently has been Alabama, and then of course we had two years that it was like, okay, wide receiver you at Alabama with Jerry Judy and Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith and Henry Ruggs. Hope he's doing good in the jail. But anyway, Henry Ruggs and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. We're not. This is not a contest about Ohio State versus Alabama. We're just talking about the game. Okay. The Air Force game disappointed me. I was hoping the O were going to get hit, and it was a game of getting to the red zone, and it just didn't score. It was upsetting.
Did
Navy
you see the
couldn't
wind
do
in that game though.
the
They didn't
wind.
want to kick anything.
Yeah, they missed one field goal, and it blew all the way to the left. And of course, we're in the area, so we saw that. And I was like, damn, man, it messed up that over for sure. The Oregon Washington State game was close at first, but Oregon ended up pulling that through. Missouri, I didn't give them enough credit. I've been hating on some teams this year, and I'm like, they're trash. Missouri is getting wins in SEC, and they look pretty good right now, and they're a sneaky team. We'll see when they play some competition what they'll do, but they look really good right now. Texas barely squeaked by over Houston. So that was a game that was a nail biter. Virginia, out of all teams, upset in North Carolina. That was crazy. North Carolina couldn't get out their own way. What else? I would say Michigan versus Michigan State is a complete joke, 49-0. But the big story around Michigan right now, they're talking about sign stealing and one of their guys going to different games and recording. But this, look, I'm in the chat with some Michigan fans, and they were like, "Oh man, people just hating on us, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't get the big deal about it because at the end of the day, they on Exos they have all the game film for all the games." And you have 3 different camera views and you can watch every single game. So if you want to see what they're doing on the sideline, you can see that already. So I really didn't understand why people are making it seem like this is high school or something. And you only get like one version of the game. You can't see everything. You can see anything you want on Exos, but that's besides.
I don't understand. What's the point of sign stealing? I mean, like, do they not, is it, so they don't have like stuff in the headset, right?
No, they don't have that in college. But the thing is this, they have, how do you know what their signs are when you have 4 people and you don't know who's live? And they change it all the time. People have different search and they say this person's live this quarter, this person's live that quarter, and you really don't know, right? And then when you see some people have boards, some people don't even use any of that stuff, and they actually call it through, but then they make you think that they're going off of the signal. So it's all type of things. But I think at the end of the day, even if you know the play, like Deion Sanders said, Coach Prime said, you still got to stop it, right? It's just like, how many times do we watch football and we know, hey, man, this play's been gashing it, right? They've been gashing. For instance, in the Patriots game, the Bills could not stop that run. They couldn't stop the run. So it was like, hey, we know where the ball was going, but
where's Mike at? Where's Mike at? Remember I told him they can't stop the run?
Yeah, like they couldn't stop the run. And we knew where the ball was going. And it was like, oh, yeah, 3rd and 3. Okay, what's this? What's this? It was just boom, first down. They're like, how did they stop it? But it's the same thing, right? So I didn't understand the probe. Besides this one detail that I saw on ESPN that said that guy, he bought 2 tickets to the Penn State Ohio State game, and it's like a little ring. Him and 2 other people, they kind of like go around in games, right? I thought it was weird that that guy bought 2 tickets on opposing sideline of Penn State and Ohio State. And I'm like, for you not to say that he's not sign stealing, he's buying it for veterans and all these other excuses. Why does he have 2 tickets at the same game?
Yeah,
that was right there. I was like, something fishy. So they want to say it's sign stealing, but I think it's a little bit more than that because you can get what you need off the film. I think there's something else that we're not tracking.
But even if it's sign stealing, it's like your job is to obfuscate what you're doing. So like, It's like if you made your signs like easy, like, hey, we're gonna run play one, and they figure out what play one is, and you never change it. Like,
That's on
is
you.
it their fault for figuring it out? Like,
Yeah. I don't understand. I just thought it was crazy. People was making all hoopla about it right now, and of course, all the Big Ten teams been getting their ass kicked by Michigan, and they're like, "This is not right. They need a
I
what is it?"
mean,
They're like the NCAA. You either
who's
do something
Michigan
about it.
played though? I mean,
I know they haven't played anybody, but I'm saying that in the sense of a lot of the Big Ten teams are like complaining, like if you don't do nothing about it now, then don't talk about it anymore because I like, what do you want them to do? Like, they don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Florida State had a good game versus Duke. They ended up winning that game. USC, I talked about that earlier. They lost against Utah. And then Washington had an uneventful game against Arizona State. I would tell you one thing: Arizona State is the kings of playing close against good opponents. They did that with USC. They did that with Washington, and
they have a good defense.
did they do that? Yeah, they did that with Colorado. They played every game close. They played Colorado, lost by 3. Washington, they lost by 8. California's not a really good team, but they lost by 3 there. USC, it was a nail biter to the end. Only team they didn't play really good against is Fresno State. They got their ass whipped there, but that's besides the point. Yeah, but that's what I got for college football. NBA just started today, so really don't have anything to track besides the Celtics suck ass right now. But yeah, that's it.
You don't want to talk about your Lakers last night?
Oh yeah. We could talk about the Lakers. Anthony Davis. Can I still call him? I want to call him Justin Herbert because him and Justin Herbert kind of suffer from the same thing. They only play good when they don't have to play against talent. When they play against actual talent, they disappear. So yeah, Anthony Davis had 17 points yesterday, and that was in the first half, and then did absolutely nothing in the second half. And KD must have watched his tape because KD had 17 in the first half as well. And he said, "Hold on, AD, I can do you one better, and I will score 1 point in the second half." So the Suns end up beating the Warriors, and then the Lakers, of course, we were talking all that shit, talking about this game. We circle on the calendar, Baze for opening, and Denver Nuggets do what they best, and they bust ass, and that's what they did to us.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, MLB. I believe on this show a couple of weeks back, I did call it World Series would be the Rangers and the Diamondbacks. I mean, I said it out of jest.
You said what?
No, I mean, I said that they were the two hottest teams. So there's your World Series matchup. Like I said that in the wild card round. I just was saying it jokingly. It ended up coming.
So you're trying to give credit.
I mean, I'm giving myself a little bit. I'm just telling the people that this show, we tell you what's going to happen. You know, that's all.
I definitely said the Rangers 100%.
Yeah, well, when I'm not gonna lie, when they let Houston get that first win, I thought they opened the door, and they did because Houston won 3 in a row. But props to Texas, man.
Yeah.
They came back.
I said they're gonna win it all. So
they probably. I don't know. I don't even know who to bet on, honestly, because Arizona's that team that just doesn't go away. So it's definitely gonna be a good World Series matchup. I don't think either team has won the World Series before. I think neither one of them has a World Series championship.
I'm not sure.
You'll have a new.
Isn't that wild that was the first Game 7 for the Phillies, like in their team history?
Oh,
in the
I didn't
postseason?
even know that. And of course they lost it.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah. But I thought that was a wild stat because they've been around since like forever, right? They're like one of the.
I don't know
first
if they're original team, but they go back quite a ways.
Ben Simmons is playing tonight. Good for him.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm. Oh. I just saw him score a basket. Good for him.
Oh. Well, he'll probably go right on the bench the rest of the night.
He has 4 points.
My job is done here, guys.
4 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, it's 4 more points than he had last year.
That's a fact.
Anyways, hockey right now. I gotta give props to the Bruins. I thought that they were gonna be like a middle of the road team. They look better than they did last year, and they lost like 2 of their best players in the offseason to retirement. It's insane to me. They're playing really well. They're playing a lot faster. We'll see if they can keep it up. But they're the best team out of this gate right now. The next best team is probably Vegas. I think that they're still undefeated. Either that or they might have lost last night. I can't remember. The score, I just remember I took the under and it hit.
Vegas is, yeah, they're still undefeated. They're 7-0.
Okay, they're undefeated as well. So it's those two teams are hot.
They're undefeated. The Avalanches are undefeated, and then the Bruins.
Yep. So, and that makes sense. 3 of the best teams in the league. Well, I didn't think the Bruins were gonna be there, but hey,
What's OTL?
who?
I'm trying to see what OTL is.
Overtime loss. So they get a
okay.
point. Yeah, they get 1 point for an
Okay.
overtime loss.
Because I'm about to say,
2 points for a win. Yeah.
that's
and
what
nothing for
Dallas
a
is.
loss.
Dallas is 4-0, and then 1 overtime loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like their point system. It's probably one of the better systems because at least if you make the game go to overtime, you get something out of it. Not, so. Yeah, I mean, Connor Bedard still looking really good. He had a goal taken off the board last night when they played the Bruins. I didn't see what exactly happened, why they took it off. Probably like an offside or something. But he's scoring a bunch of goals. I mean, I can't wait to see what he looks like in a couple of years when he fills out, and he's going to be a beast. I already know it.
Everybody's on his top right now.
As they should be. He's lived up to it so far.
Yeah.
So
Put some weight on. He's a problem.
Yeah, not much more to talk about on that. I mean, for now, long season. I will restate what I've always stated before. Whoever's in the playoffs, projected playoffs, when Thanksgiving rolls around, that's usually going to be your playoffs at the end of the year as well. So we'll see what it looks like come the end of November. And those will probably be your playoff teams. The large majority of them won't be anyways. So
It's a short season. How long is the season?
how long? They go until the playoffs start in like June.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's pretty
Same
long.
as NBA.
Oh, it's longer
Both
than I thought.
82 games.
I think they finished 2 weeks before NBA, right? Something like that.
Well, they started 2 weeks before.
Yeah, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
So yeah.
All right. Well, we can't win a fucking parlay bet. So I don't think we can do it. We can't win one. We
Yes, we
can't
can,
win
bro.
one when we do it together.
We can win one.
Well, no, we can't.
We just got to be better.
All right.
What held us up last game?
Which one?
You didn't participate until 5 minutes before the game started, or 2 minutes before the game started. That was the Monday or Sunday night one.
Monday night.
No, we're talking about Thursday, bro. That's Monday and Sunday night. That doesn't really matter. We're talking about Thursday. What we actually tell the people on the podcast, that one.
I don't know which one. That one did hurt us. I don't.
Oh, you know what it was?
What's up, Simon?
Somebody decided to take field goals instead of PATs.
Oh yeah, Brian. Yeah, that was Brian. You know what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was rough. I had an 11-leg parlay this weekend. I missed it for 2 things. One, fuck Jordan Love. He can't get 200 passing yards against fucking Denver Broncos. That one, and I did not expect the Ravens to
Beat the
stomp
dog
the
shit.
Lions.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I call that one.
But I thought that they'd be able to move the ball, but at least get 2 field goals. They scored touchdowns. Stop, Kenny. Stop.
The way the Ravens have looked all year, there's nobody in the world predicted that.
The week before, they kicked 4 or 5 field goals in London.
Against Tampa Bay.
Yes.
The Lions are a better team.
The Lions are playing
Are a
good
better
on
team
defense.
than Tampa. They're not a better team than the Ravens. What makes them a better team than the Ravens?
No.
The
It has
Lions?
nothing to do with what I think the Ravens turned it on this week.
Oh, okay.
Before this, they hadn't scored like 20 points at all.
Y'all make it seem like Tennessee's defense is trash.
What do
Talking
you?
about Tennessee.
I know because you said Ryan said they kicked 4 field goals in London.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying there for Brian.
Look, they kicked 1 field goal. All they had to do was get 1 stop instead of one of those 8 other touchdowns that they let up, and have another field goal, and I'd be fine. Anyways, I would have won like $6,000 on that.
Yeah. I would have won. I would have won some money too if Tampa Bay would have won. But I don't know how these teams tie or go up with the lead and then go on defense for a drive with less than a minute left and then give up more yards than they did for the whole second half and the team wins. Like I'm at this point, I don't like Young Wei Koo. I've lost like twice or three times now with him kicking the last second field goal and it's pissing me off.
Yeah, he's the GOAT, man.
He
Hey,
is.
if you had Bijan Robinson in that game, man, that was rough. Apparently, he was sick the night before. They didn't disclose his illness, and then he played in the game, but he wasn't feeling it, so he got one carry for 3 yards.
Yeah, that was the end of the game too, right? It was weird, right?
Yeah, he didn't get a single snap the entire first half, and then I think he got one carry, and then they were like, "Nah, we're shutting him down." But that sucks. I mean, because none of it was reported, and you have no idea. So if you play fantasy, it's whatever. But they still won the game, so they don't care. They shut him down for next week, so he'll be back. There's no bye. Last week we had a bunch of bye weeks. This week there's 0 bye weeks. So
yeah,
all teams are playing, which is weird because usually once the bye weeks start, a team is on bye week for the rest of until like week 13. So that's weird. The Patriots, Brian, I'll let you talk about the Patriots. They upset the Bills. The Bills just are that team that just can't. They don't look right on offense right now.
They don't look right anywhere, really.
I don't want to say that because 2 weeks ago when they played against the Dolphins, they were killing, and we were like the Bills look really good. So let's not ride a roller coaster. I just think football in general, everybody's just up and down.
I saw an interesting stat. Well, I'm not sure exactly what the number is, but whenever Gabe Davis is more involved in the game plan, the Bills offense scores twice as many points as when he doesn't get the ball.
Makes sense.
So
I mean, they need a number 2.
They do, and he is serviceable enough to be that. I just think it comes down to a game plan for them. I don't know if Ken Dorsey's it as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
It kind of seems like they're just giving the ball, like telling Josh to go make something happen.
That's what it is.
You know? And like, yeah, he's great and all, but he needs somebody to keep the reins on him a little bit.
They don't know how to use James Cook either.
You can't let a wild Bronco go crazy.
Yeah. But anyways, the game came down to it was more about the Bills not playing well. I mean, the Patriots played better than they have probably most of the year. I'll give them credit. But I'm not going to sit here and say that the Patriots are back all of a sudden. Like, good luck. You got the Dolphins next, who just got their ass beat. So we'll see. If the Patriots can replicate it again, I'll be more enthusiastic about it. But this game was more about the Bills. They didn't have 2 of their defensive tackles, their top 2 D tackles, Daquan Jones and Ed Oliver did not play. Patriots ran it down their throat, like Kenny alluded to earlier, and which opened the play action, made Mac Jones have easy passes when he did pass. Like it just, when you have a game like that, everything goes right. I mean, it looks good.
The receivers, though,
I was on him.
I was about to say the receivers.
Pop Douglas, I told y'all when they start getting him the game, Pop Douglas is going to be a thing. Demario, for those of you who don't know, his nickname is Pop.
He looked good.
And Kendrick Bourne is your steady guy.
Hey, that is the guy they have to get active. Like, if they get Kendrick Bourne active, it's very hard to beat the Patriots for some reason, right? Like, I know they like Devontae Parker, but Kendrick Bourne is really it.
You want to bring up Devontae Parker? I think his snap percentage was way down this week as well, which was interesting. And Juju didn't even play. And they had probably their best offensive performance.
I mean, they did the last 2 games that they've played. Ramondre's been at like 65% snaps. Zeke vultured a touchdown, which is going to happen in the red zone. But Ramondre still had a good game. And he's gotten 6 targets in the last 2 games. Like he's getting passing work. They're finding out what works on offense. So yeah.
I mean, you even had a Jalen Reagor sighting. I don't know if you even knew Jalen Reagor, former first-round pick. Yes,
I didn't know he was on the Patriots.
And he caught a crucial like 3rd down catch or something like that.
Yeah, he had like a slant or something like that.
Yeah. Hey, you guys know that the trade deadline's coming up?
Yeah,
for fantasy,
right?
Well, yeah. one of the names that's getting floated around is obviously Derrick Henry. Especially with like Tannehill has a ankle injury. So if he
The
is that you,
Patriots
Kenny?
are slot. No, that's his dad.
Oh, nice.
That's senior.
I was like, yeah, nice. He's getting in here.
Patriots are slaw. Does he mean slow or
No,
what does
slaw.
slaw mean?
Slaw,
Slaw.
that's what they
They're
get
trash.
the pigs. They get the pigs. They get slaw the pigs, so they can eat
Okay.
slaw. Yeah,
Alright.
I'm with him.
that's that
Patriots
country
suck.
stuff.
Okay, I've never heard that one before. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hey, what would you guys think if Derrick Henry got traded to the Ravens?
No,
What would you like?
that's not
imagine
that can't happen.
Why? The Ravens would be unstoppable.
No, I don't think that's the right system for him. They don't fit their style. Like he is an inside zone, under the center type running back. That shotgun stuff it's not beneficial for him.
I don't know, man. He
I
could.
think he'd
Lamar
do
goes
alright.
under center.
No,
Lamar
I think
goes
he'd do
under
alright.
center.
And it's not as much shotgun as it is pistol. So the running back's still playing the same type of position.
pistol may be all right, but they run a lot of outside zone in Baltimore, and that's not really his thing. Like he can run outside zone, but he makes his killing inside zone.
An RB1. I mean,
Who else is on the market right now?
Mm,
I don't know if anyone is. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you really think that Eckler, he's had 2 bad games.
we're
I
not
don't,
getting
think
him.
I don't think they're shipping him off.
No, that's
I
not
don't-
happening.
Najee got in the end zone, but he still looks like shit.
I don't know if he looks like shit. I just think
they
that
just have a lot of problems up front.
yeah, like it's not hard to predict that when Najee comes in, y'all not throwing the ball,
That
y'all
too.
running it. Like, come on,
There's no
Every-
imagination to that offense.
exactly. Jalen Warren gets in, you're like, oh, okay, you guys gonna throw it, and then when he breaks it, like he's such a better runner. Like, bro, every time he's in there, throwing it.
Yeah, who else would be interested in Henry? I mean,
Who else would be interested in Henry?
That's a hard one.
Bears potentially.
he said
I mean,
contender.
I'm
Contender,
just
though.
trying to. Yeah. I mean, they might be. They found their answer at quarterback.
Oh,
It's not. It's
Just
not really.
kidding.
It's not really any team. Maybe the Texans. That's maybe the Texans, right? Like you can stay with the young guy, right? But Singletary, whatever. But maybe the Texans.
It's probably gonna be the Eagles, just for shits and
No,
giggles.
they got
'cause
No,
they're
they
like that.
Swift is playing too
It's-
well. Because Jacksonville's
Vikings.
good.
What about
the
the
Vi-
Vikings? They
Yeah, the
they've won their
Vikings.
last 2.
I like the
they're,
Vikings.
They're 3-4 right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
I
still a
think.
contender because that division is not the best right now.
I
besides
think the
Lions.
Vikings fit his system more just because they do run a lot of inside zone at the Vikings. But I don't. Yeah,
Celtics won.
I agree to that. I agree to that, Simon. Yeah, but I guess who's not winning? The Cavaliers. So I'm not even worried about it no more.
Sorry about that.
Both of them were up, and I'm just like,
My team did their job though. Just
yeah,
remember that,
they 100% they did.
Jess's fantasy football team could use an RB1.
Hey, Jess, your team has been balling now. Jess' team's been balling.
Don't jinx it.
The Garcia,
I can't beat her. I
The
can't beat-
Garcias in fantasy have been killing. Y'all been going crazy.
Depends
Well, I think
on
I
the
had 100
league for Ryan.
No, we're talking
Well,
about.
no,
we're talking about tits and giggles
most
or
leagues
whatever
I'm
you call
in
it.
with you, except for one that I'm like, you could tell I'm tanking.
Yeah, I know.
Look at this.
I mean, I let Bryant beat me the other last week, and he was the only one that was in contention for that number 1 pick. I'm gonna put my best roster out there,
Look,
but I want to lose.
both of y'all are 5-2, and scoring the most points in the league.
Oh yeah. TNT.
Yes. Which, by the way, I want to say
Brian's
this.
number 1, Jess is number 2.
I tried looking at tiebreakers in Sleeper, and it will not let me do seeding tiebreakers as head-to-head matchups. It only defaults to points for. So I can customize it at the end of the year, but then I have to do the math that like like Jess should, like, I think I'm ranked higher than Jess in like that league,
Yeah.
but she should be ahead of me because she just beat me theoretically.
I have 961 points against. Golly.
Yeah,
Sheesh. Slow down.
it's
Anyway,
rough out there.
it is.
Hey, so the Bears beat the Raiders. The Raiders just don't look good. With Jimmy G can't stay healthy. When Jimmy G's not in the game, they're not going to win. They just look like trash. And Devontae Adams hasn't looked the same since that shoulder injury when he fell on the ground. He fell on the shoulder, but he's
Hoyer's
toughened out.
trash, bro.
He's really bad.
Yeah, but what's
So
to
was
say
their
about the
other
other guy?
The other guy, yeah.
Yeah. Aiden McCall, you know, like,
Exactly.
That is a fact.
if you
That is a
can't
fact.
win the job over Brian Hoyer,
If he's trash, then who is he?
you know,
Speaking
if
of trash.
if Deshaun didn't have so many injuries, they should go trade for PJ. But
Yeah.
Can we talk about this? What is wrong with the Browns PR team?
What do you mean?
Zach, you're in here. Who is putting out this shit about every day you hear shit about, all right, Deshaun Watson's he's out of the game with a concussion. Okay, he's cleared from concussions, but he's not coming back in the game. Okay, his shoulder injury, he's cleared medically for shoulders, but he can't go in the game, he can't throw. But they're putting out news that he's medically cleared and that he's good to go. However, they're saying he's not good to go. And it looked like the 2 passes he had in that game were interceptions, and they look like shit. He obviously can't get zip on the ball.
He has the. I was talking about this to some other guys. He has the Browns in a 360. Yeah, I'm talking about. Sorry, no. He has the Browns in a 360 deal right now. Like they can't do anything.
No,
like they're screwed. Like you guys owe me this money. What are you gonna do? He had his chains on, sitting on the sideline. Meanwhile, P's in there. Granted, everybody's giving P shit. Oh my God, he's not doing nothing. He's this, and the third. He's winning y'all the fucking game.
yeah, I thought he played pretty well.
Yeah, because he's not throwing it all over the place. He's not slinging it. So people are like,
Did they win the game?
Yeah, they won 2 games.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
That's it. So,
his arm does not look like Deshaun Watson cannot. He can't make the throws. You're better off just putting in PJ and just let him finish out the year.
yeah, I agree to that. But I think to the same point, if he's hurt, just say he's hurt, right? Why say his shoulder is messed up and he said I can't go, but then the doctor's like he's cleared to go. Like protect your quarterback in a sense, right? When you said like I'm just not. We're gonna shut him down. He doesn't look right. We're just gonna shut him down. Why not do that? I don't understand it.
Well, this game was wild as hell. Them and the Colts, back and forth the entire game.
The over, golly.
Yeah, and the Browns defense gave up 38 points, but they looked so dominant in this game. Like Myles Garrett cannot be stopped. But yeah, they still gave up 38 points.
Damn Cavaliers.
It was a good game. Relax there, Kitty.
Man.
Hey,
Victor Wembanyama or whatever his name is making his debut right now. Just so you all know.
He's going crazy, bro. He's going crazy. He's just super talented, man. I don't think
he's so big, like long.
Pause. I think that we just haven't seen somebody like him. If he can stay healthy, he's gonna be a problem. Just because he can block, his handle is crazy. He can shoot
does
it.
he need to get heavier though?
Probably a little bit.
I don't think it's even that.
Don't send him to New Orleans. Holy crap.
I don't think he needs to get heavier. Only reason why I say that is because the game is changing a little bit, right? The NBA is getting more European like where it's more finesse, and I think it fits his style.
Yeah.
So I don't think if this was the 90s or early 2000s, oh for sure.
Yeah.
He'd be out the league in a year.
Yeah, but even though he's still kind of a string bean, though, he could put on 20 pounds and be okay with it, and still be finesse and all that.
I agree. I'm not saying he can't gain weight. Like if he could gain weight for sure.
He
but
just buried a 3. I'm sorry.
Who?
He looks good shooting the ball.
Who?
I didn't think he looked Wembanyama or whatever his name is.
Oh, okay.
Dude, we're talking about.
Oh yeah,
I can't say his name.
Yeah, Wambayama. But he just
Wamayama?
Wambayama. Yeah, I just like watching him.
Wamayama ding dong.
There you go. I just like watching him play, man. I think it's good. I just like him, a big man. He's 7'5", dribbling through the legs, boom, 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 inside out, duck. Like he's just going crazy, bro. I love it. I love it. So,
Hey, can you believe the Steelers are 4-2?
huh?
The Steelers are
Isn't that
4-2
weird?
right now. It's just like every win is ugly. Like it's,
Yeah.
it's just,
You don't even like realize that they have 4 wins. You
And
think
it's
that the
nasty.
way they've been playing, they're like 1-5 or something.
Pickens looks great.
Great.
Hold on.
What am I to say? What are you?
I think
Great?
they're winning despite
Pickens.
him.
Pickens.
Oh,
Oh,
Pickens.
The receiver.
we just go straight to Pickett. We like Pickett.
Yeah. Okay.
Now
Sorry.
Pickens, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, the
Pickens looks
receiver.
good. Pickens looks good.
Jeez. Kyler's back at practice. He had a full practice today, I think. So he's probably going to be coming off the IR pretty soon. I mean, he's activated. He's in his window. So he's got to be activated within the next 2 weeks because he's been activated for a week. But yeah, I think Kyler's going to be coming back, and I think the Cardinals are going to look good. I mean, they're not doing anything this year, but
Nah, there's like talks about Hollywood Brown might be getting traded. So
What?
I don't think so. I think that
He's
they're
looked
keeping
very
Kyler.
good.
I know,
Yeah.
but
He's looked very good.
Imagine Kyler with Hollywood and the Michael Wilson
I
as
like
the
Wilson
number
too.
2. The only thing that really messes with Michael Wilson is if they get a really high draft pick and they don't reset their quarterback position and trade Kyler or get rid of Kyler, then they could have Marvin Harrison Jr.
They're not going to get that though.
I know.
If they get Marvin Harrison Jr. with Rondell
Hollywood?
Moore, with Hollywood, and with Wilson, with McBride at tight end,
McBride?
and James Conner just stays healthy. I do like the Mercado, however you say his name. I liked how he looked too. He looked decent.
That's funny. Brian spent all his fab to try and get his waiver priority.
spend
got
all
this
my
guy-
fab.
You spent a lot of it.
I spent.
You got this
I
guy,
spent
and then
like
he dropped
30% of it.
And that's a big chunk. And then
Okay.
See, Simon
And
said
then
the
he-
car said they weren't trading Hollywood.
he drops him. And then he gets all the work this week. So he didn't get any work last week. Keontae Ingram got all the work. And then all of a sudden Keontae Ingram gets 0.
People were sick.
Okay.
I saw a lot of people have waiver pickup. Count to Ingram, and then put them in their roster. Oh my gosh!
Mm-hmm.
If you had Deontay Foreman like I did, he put up 3 touchdowns.
He was looking, bro. He was looking like the Texas version of himself. He was hurdling people. He was running
really
people
surprised.
over. I said, "What is going on?"
It's the only thing that goes against my anti-Achilles injury running back because he's 2 years removed from an Achilles injury. But I usually if a running back has an Achilles injury, I'll like never pick them again. But I picked them up on waivers and started them, and luckily got to enjoy the 3 touchdown game. However, Roschon Johnson's coming back from concussion.
But Roschon
He's,
don't look like that though.
But what I'm nervous about is them giving him opportunities and just give it all to Foreman until Herbert comes back because Herbert looked good before.
But Herbert looked good as far as the speed, but Foreman looked like the best running back on their roster right now. Because like you got to think about 2 weeks ago, he looked decent, and then last week it was just him. And what do you think about the backup Baggett? However you say it.
Oh yeah, I thought he played well. He played it well.
Do you think that was just a fluke week, or do you think that hey, this guy's better than Justin Fields? We need to move off because the offense looked way better. To be honest with you, I'm just my personal opinion.
I don't agree with that part. I don't think that he is better than Justin Herbert, but Justin Fields. Yeah, but he's good enough to get.
He might be better than Justin Herbert.
Stop! It's Staley's fault.
Nah, bro.
Staley's garbage.
No, Justin Herbert.
Staley's trash, bro.
They're both trash.
That might be true, but Staley is the number 1 trash.
What did he
first?
What did he do in that last game that made him? Not perform. What did he do?
I don't even remember who they played.
They
Nothing.
They
played
played
Kansas
Kansas City.
City.
This is what
Okay,
I'm
well,
saying.
oh
If
yeah.
you
So they had a good first half, and then all of a sudden they did nothing in the second half.
they had a good first half, 24 points is a good first half. 331 yards to Patrick Mahomes is a good first
Oh
half.
no, not on defense. No. Yeah,
Oh,
Staley
oh,
was. That's what I'm saying. Staley's
Oh.
trash, bro. He doesn't know how to like
Hey,
game plan.
offense wasn't good either. It was 107 yards by Justin Herbert. Trust me, you're not beating Patty Pat like that. You're not gonna beat Patty Pat with 100 yards. It's not happening.
Damn, Kenny, he pulling out that 1-point win with the Cavs.
Shh. Don't worry about that.
That's all right. I had the Heat, and they only won by 1 as well.
Man, that last second three was crazy. Anyway, continue, Ryan.
Hey, the Giants can't even tank right.
Nope.
We beat the Commanders 14-7. Everyone's going to be on Tyrod. We would win that game even with Daniel Jones.
No, you wouldn't.
Daniel Jones, yes.
Tyrod looks better than Daniel Jones right now in the
Yes.
offense. Stop
he
it.
does, but look at the history of Daniel Jones. He always owns the Commanders.
We're talking about the history of just a good offense. Against the Bills, he looked good, and then here he looked good. Daniel Jones looked like complete horseshit all year.
Yep.
What's one game that Daniel Jones looked good? No, hold on. Let me take that back. Arizona Cardinals, he looked decent. Second half.
Well, yeah. Let's see what Daniel Jones does with the new offensive line that they just got remade.
I pose this question to you. If Daniel Jones comes back, has a bad week, what do you do at that point?
I think you committed too much money to him. You got to keep rolling him out there.
That's why I hate the NFL, because we gave him money. That means we don't want to win.
Yeah, I don't think you want to win.
No, that's
You
true.
keep-
At that
you
point, you
keep
probably don't
rolling him
want
out
to win.
Yeah, you want to roll him out there because if he keeps losing, then he keeps losing. To be honest with you, the thing that scares me the most with Daniel Jones is his neck injury. Like, that's 2 years in a row he's had something going on with his neck, and it gives me like signs of like Peyton, like
Neck fusion, call it a day. No biggie.
exactly.
Peyton won one after his neck fusion.
Because of his defense.
Yeah, he still threw the pill around a little bit. It wasn't
Kidding, no.
Indianapolis.
He had like 150 yards in that Super Bowl. Like, it wasn't.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with the rest of the whole season?
I'm just even that whole season. He only played like half of that season, like because he was hurt.
Yeah, because his neck is so long. Nice, dude. I'm pretty sure because when did he have his neck surgery? Before he went to the Broncos, right?
Yes, before he went.
He,
There. That's why
he
they
threw
traded
50
him.
touchdowns with the Broncos.
Don't
That was
listen
the
to
first
him.
time.
What? The first time? What?
That ain't the year that he won the Super Bowl. I'm talking about the next year.
Man, Brian's just pulling out his ass right now.
Okay,
The
well,
year he
we're
won,
just talking
that he
about his
played-
neck injury.
The year that he threw all those touchdowns, they lost in the first round to the Ravens.
Yeah, but that has
And then he had
nothing to do with
another surgery on his damn neck and missed part of the season and could not throw the ball. It looked horrible. The only reason why he
2011.
could still play is because he was so much smarter than everybody else that he just knew what to do with the ball and he could make the checks at the line.
2011, bro. Go
Hey,
ahead. Keep going, Ryan.
Simon, are you still in here? What's wrong with the Packers? Are they fucking fucked?
Whoa, what does that mean?
Like, they just lost to the Broncos. Like, what's going on with them?
They suffer from what a lot of teams suffer from, a lack of coaching.
One second. I'm sorry, Ryan. The Denver Broncos, right? That year, 2011, he missed, right? 2012, he threw for 4,600 yards. The next year, he threw for 5,400 yards. The year after that, he threw for 4,700 yards. What are you talking about?
Huh?
What are you talking about, Ryan? He threw for
What was his final
4,600,
year?
then 5,400, then 4,700. His final year was he threw for 2,200. His next
That's
surgery was in
the-
2011.
That's what I'm talking about.
What do you? No,
The year he threw 2,200, did he? He didn't win the Super Bowl that year,
Yeah.
did he?
What year was it? 2013?
2015.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
they won.
last year.
Yeah, they won in 2015.
2015,
They
he
went in
didn't win Super Bowl.
2013 and lost to the Legion of Boom. 2015 is the year they beat the
No.
Carolina Panthers.
I don't see that.
The
on
reason
here,
I
bro.
know that is because 2014 is when the Patriots won, and then the Patriots won in 2016. Because it went Broncos, Patriots, Broncos, Patriots.
Let's see. 2015 or 2014? 2016 it would
is
be.
the Broncos.
2014. 2016, yes.
2015, they beat.
They beat the Panthers, remember?
Yes.
That's when Von Miller was the MVP.
Oh yeah, that was the year he was injured all year.
Yeah.
He came in late. He threw
But
9
not for
17 interceptions.
I'm telling you, the last year was terrible.
but the neck surgery is what we're
Anyways.
talking about. Anyway,
Well,
continue.
whatever.
Okay, so let's see. Packers coach, play calling, injuries, inconsistency, quarterback play,
Bad run blocking.
Oh,
Can't
okay. Hold on, Simon. Time out. What's working? What is working for the Packers?
Luke
that's what we should
Musgrave
ask.
looks good.
I don't like that they're not utilizing Aaron Jones the right way. I don't like that they're trying to get AJ Dillon the ball like that because guess what? AJ Dillon just is not good.
I don't
Yeah,
blame
but
them
it's-
for doing that
yeah,
though,
but it's
because
Aaron
Aaron
Jones
Jones can't stay
injured.
healthy.
I get that, but you got to gadget him just like you do doggone Alvin Kamara. They're similar, but he's just a broke man's version, right?
Yeah. And
You know why he's been hurt? Because y'all keep trying to run him through the damn tackles like he AJ Dillon. He's supposed to be on the outside, bro.
I mean, he's good at it.
He
Though.
little body. He
Yeah,
not
but
supposed to be.
he's
Bro,
good.
he be getting they be slamming him like you know when you were younger and you used to play WWE and be slamming your brother and sister on the bed. Not
Pause.
sister, just brother. Huh? What are you talking about? Pause. Slamming.
You're talking
I'm
about
talking about
slamming
body.
you're talking about slamming your brother and sister on your bed. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about body slam, bro. I'm done. I'm done talking.
You
Bye.
you smash
done.
him.
I'm done, bro. I'm done. Continue. I'm done talking, bro. I ain't talking, man. Whatever. I'm done talking. Continue.
What part of Florida did you grow up in again?
Bro, shut up, bro. Come on, man.
The 49ers lose again. 2-game skid.
Yeah.
5-0 and then 0-2 in the last 2 games.
And Brock Purdy got a concussion this week.
Yeah, he started showing signs of a concussion on the airplane.
Bro, I'm done with Brock Purdy, bro. The pressure's getting to him. The pressure's getting to him, bro.
I mean, I don't know if anyone actually really believed that he was like some savior. Like he went in there and he managed the game within a system that worked for him. That system is breaking down now because people are hurt. He didn't have his left tackle, Trent Williams, best tackle in the league. That's significant. And he got some pressure on him and he couldn't perform.
Bills got to win this week.
He needs some blue chew.
Yeah, I think that's
The Bills play tomorrow.
No, it's men.
Thursday night football. The Bills have to win.
If they don't win that,
Bucks,
it's a wrap.
It's never a wrap.
It's not a wrap.
They're not going to win the Super Bowl if they don't win this week. Their Super Bowl aspirations are done.
Cowboys have to show that they have something against the Rams. The Rams look pretty good. I like the way they play on offense. They found a gem in Puka Nacua. He's awesome.
That catch on the sideline.
Yeah,
I don't even know how he had the awareness to get the other foot down.
Oh yeah,
and the way he stepped, it wasn't like a normal step. He was like a ballet. Anyway, sorry.
What else? Giants play the Jets.
Ooh, who's home?
That's a whatever game. We are technically home. Trying to think what's another good game. Oh, the Eagles Commanders game will be interesting. The Commanders usually play the Eagles pretty tough.
I don't think they will this week though.
It's home. It's in Washington. Not that matters. The 49ers get another test with the Bengals coming off a bye week. So Burrow had another extra day, another week of rest. That's gonna be a big test for them. The Bears play Monday night or Sunday night against Chargers. I don't think we see Justin Fields that week. I don't think he comes back for that. And then Monday night game is the Raiders at the Lions.
That's going to be a blowout.
Jahmyr Gibbs actually got the ball. He had a good game, even though the Lions got blown out. The only reason he had a real good fantasy game is because he had 9 targets out the backfield, and that's or receiving the ball. And that's just because they were down by so much.
Why is Jared Goff only good at home?
Besides last week, not this last week, but the week before, week week 6. He was good. He was good on the road there, which was surprising. Yeah, they did look.
Yeah.
It did look real bad.
Detroit's like a weird team. Like they look real great, and then they can look real bad at times. They
You know
did this
who
last year too.
I can't stand watching? Derek Carr looks awful.
Yeah, I know.
I don't.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. I freaking hate Derek Carr with a passion. Like, give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm about to go on a rant. I've never seen a more selfish motherfucker than him. And Pops, I apologize for the language, because I just saw on Thursday night, all he kept doing is, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?" Yelling at everybody. Somebody runs the wrong route. Guess what? He's like, "Hey, man, come on. What are you doing? Where the fuck are you doing? Why?" Like, you're yelling at Chris Olave, but Chris Olave's been open the whole damn game. You didn't throw the ball to him. You're getting on Alvin Kamara's back the whole time because he ran the wrong route because he beat his man. So he's trying to get a touchdown. So you want to go instead of making a hot route and running a comeback, and now you're yelling at Alvin Kamara. Sorry, bro. I've only been carrying the whole team, my whole fucking career here. You're
Even
getting on my
now,
case.
Alvin Kamara has missed 3 games, and he is like getting targeted the most out of the backfield.
I'm telling you, bro. And it's like, bro, you're yelling at people like your play has been even remotely good. You've been playing like dog water, dog.
Yeah.
You've been
He's
trash.
thrown the ball 105 times. He's had 105 attempts the last 2 games, and he's only able to muster 2 touchdowns, 1 in each game. Like, you
It's
should be able
terrible.
to put, like, you're throwing that much, you should be able to put more points on the board.
He's terrible, bro. He just yelling at everybody the whole game, and I'm just like, has he always been like this? Has he always been a whiner? Because I don't remember seeing him like that with that damn black eyeshadow.
In his
What makes it worse
defense,
is their defense is good.
Yeah.
yes. In his defense, they should have tied the game up at the end of that one. The tight end dropped that ball in the end zone, like literally hit him in the hands.
I'm not complaining. I'm not
Okay.
questioning that, right? If he caught that, then I'm saying, okay, cool. Yes, I will be mad too if the guy dropped the ball. But the fact of the matter is, you're yelling at all your players every single play, and they're putting that on TV. Like, every time it goes, they just putting the camera on him, and he's just complaining. That's not like, I don't want to play for a quarterback that does that. If you're doing all that, bro, I'm like, fuck you, bro. Like, because then you want to try to pick and choose at me. I'm going to pick and choose at you. I'm like, bro, you're messing up on this. You did that wrong. You did this wrong. Like, come on, stop it.
They should just put Jameson.
That's what they were saying too. They said at halftime.
Eating W's.
Yeah.
That's what they said too at halftime. They said, listen, he's scared to throw the ball. They got somebody back there that throw 50 interceptions. He ain't scared to throw the ball.
Yeah, but he'll throw 50 touchdowns too.
Yeah.
I love him. I love Jameis. He's a great guy. Jameis is gonna have that second career like Gino.
Simon.
Hell yeah.
Make a gift
Do
of
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Olave did get pulled over for he got arrested for reckless operating of a motor vehicle.
Olave did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was driving like 70 and like a 35 or something like that. And he got arrested. And then the body cam footage came out. He's like, I play for the Saints. He's like, and? He's like, put your hands behind your back.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play for the Saints. Oh, you do? Okay, go ahead, bro. You good.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, well.
But he was very
maybe y'all start
apologetic.
winning some games now.
Yeah, I'll lock you up. Maybe y'all get your mind right.
Yeah. And
What if he said?
take me to Derek's house.
What if he said,
take
I
me to
got
Derek's
Michael
house.
Thomas in fantasy anyway?
Yeah.
I need to get my
Michael
target
Thomas
up.
is his favorite. He loves Michael Thomas
I'm telling you.
because he's playing close to the line of scrimmage.
And he know he can't talk that shit to Michael Thomas because Michael Thomas might run in his shit. Michael Thomas don't care, dog.
Yeah.
He do not care. He'll sit out for the rest of the season.
Kareem Jackson got suspended for 4 games because he was
Dirty hits, right?
he had dirty hits.
Relax. It weren't dirty hits.
I know they didn't look that bad.
Real football. Strap up, son.
Hey, the Eagles acquired Kevin Byard, good safety. You know,
Yeah.
they send Terrell Edmonds over to the Titans in exchange for like late picks too.
I like that. I think Edmonds was playing kind of scary or timid. with the Eagles.
Byard's a baller, man.
Yeah,
Hey, he's good.
And they needed a safety.
they needed somebody that's going to really go attack.
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys,
Gardner Johnson.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Garner, I won't talk about that. I'll talk to y'all later about that. Anyway, let's go.
For the
Trying to
After
think
Dark
who else.
podcast.
Yeah, for After Dark podcast. All right, what we got for Ryan Fantasy? Or you got more football left?
No, that's it. Hey, the Miami Dolphins are going to be featured in HBO's Hard Knocks in season.
That'd be dope.
I do like that. I've been watching a lot of videos of Mike
McDaniels.
McDaniels.
Yeah.
I love that man.
He's funny as hell.
Hey, have you seen him on the sideline with them aviators?
Yeah, he looked cool as hell.
He's so funny.
I think he was talking about what Tua to him, man. I saw you when you were in high school, dog. Man, you look stressed, dog. He said, man, he was terrible. He said, you couldn't throw for shit. That was some bad balls you were throwing. And they were just laughing like during the game. I feel like he's really a player's coach.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear nothing about the guys like they don't like him. Like,
yeah, I think I know that, like, what's his name? Tyreek said he's only got like 2 more years left, but if they do well, if they play well, I could see him talking them into staying longer just because I would want to play for that coach.
but his contract's gonna be up, so they're gonna have to re-sign him for something.
Eventually, yeah. But Waddle looks like shit right now. He's playing injured.
Yeah.
Waddle needs to get it right. All right. Quarterbacks. If you're streaming a quarterback this week,
Gardner Minshew.
I mean, I don't mind Gardner Minshew. Who are the Colts playing? I had it up earlier. I just closed it. But if Brock Purdy ends up playing, I like that. Cincinnati, they're gonna have to run. They're gonna have to throw the ball against them. CJ Stroud is playing pretty consistent. He was just 5 weeks, so he's probably going to be out there on waiver wires. And they're playing him in Carolina. So I like CJ Stroud. Players I kind of want to stay away from that I think might be a trap. Jordan Love is on my team and is on many of my teams, but like I thought he was a slam dunk last week. Knowing that, he's probably going to go out and throw 3 touchdowns this week. Piece of shit. Remember those teams, those players that were on the bye last week? Breece Hall is going to have a field day against the Giants. However, they've been playing better on defense defensively, but they've been doing better in the passing game. I don't know if the Giants are going to be able to stop Breece Hall. And then this is just a volume play. We talked about the Bills last week. Rachaad White he doesn't look great for Tampa. However, he does get the ball a ton, and he's the only running back on their team essentially getting the ball. And Buffalo's not great against the run. And then receivers you got to remember your boy Nico Collins, who's crushing the league. Tank Dell's back from injury. I like CJ Stroud, so if you could stack him with Nico. Zay Flowers is coming on. He's getting targets out on the field. Zay Flowers got a touchdown last week. I love that guy. And I don't know what the Commanders are doing, but it seems like they realize, like it's like they do this every year. They don't throw McLaurin the ball, and then they're like throw him the ball, and they're like, shit, I forgot he's really good at football. So they're starting to realize he's good at football. So they're starting to funnel him targets, and players like Deshaun, like what's his name, John Dotson's not getting the ball as much. He got a couple targets this last game, but McLaurin's the alpha in that team. So
For sure.
I think they're going to start getting him the ball a little bit more. And then the Giants, I don't know if you want to roll Darren Waller out, but he was heavily involved in that game. Pay attention in whether or not the Giants are going to have Daniel Jones or Tyrod. If Tyrod's going out there, I feel a lot better about rolling Darren Waller out there against the Jets. And Dawson Knox just got surgery on his wrist. He's going to be on IR, I think, or he's at least going to be sidelined. Regardless, Dalton Kincaid, the rookie tight end that the Bills drafted, is going to get a heavy workload. And he was getting a bunch of targets last week anyways. But they need somebody else on this offense to step up.
It's over for
He's going to be that guy.
It's over for Knox.
Oh, yeah.
So they might trade him because Kincaid is a problem.
They ain't going to do that. And the only other thing I want to cover is I know not everyone believes this storyline. We talked about it at the beginning of the year. Trevor Lawrence looks great sometimes, but we talked about how good Calvin Ridley looked. Calvin Ridley looks great and then looks terrible, but he is all game plan specific. The guy that moves the chains for that team is Christian Kirk.
For
Trevor,
sure.
Trevor Lawrence and Christian Kirk. I'm pretty sure I heard this on like one of the games when we were watching. I think Trevor Lawrence, Doug Peterson, and Christian Kirk all live in like the same cul-de-sac area.
That's
Like
what
they're
it is.
like they're best friends. They hang out with each other.
Cut each other's grass.
Exactly. I say all that to say Christian Kirk is the guy on that team. Like he's going to be the one that Trevor Lawrence looks for when things aren't working out. But the big play guy is always going to be Calvin Ridley.
He probably Calvin really probably stays on South Side, and Trevor Lawrence and all them stays on Beach Boulevard or over there in I forgot what I was about to say.
Don't tell me about fucking Jordan Love being ranked 13th quarterback. He had 6 touchdowns in a 2-week span. That inflates his numbers heavily.
We're not listening to that.
Fucking Jordan Love.
That's what you got?
Yeah, that's all I got.
I appreciate it. Let's get straight to the bets, man. Last week we're real spotty. Kind of a little bit all over the place. If you're looking at tracking us right now, I put a 2-team parlay for us. I should have probably listened to Brian with Sam Houston. They might get their first W tonight. It's looking like that. Hopefully they just kick a field goal because I took 7.5 on UTEP. The over for the Jacksonville State game was already hit. Jacksonville State won that game easily as well. I think they did. I believe they finished the game. Tomorrow we're gonna have a little 2-team parlay. We're gonna take Syracuse +3, and then we're gonna take Georgia State. I want to take the money line, but the +1.5 is good there. Then we're gonna start our slate on Saturday. These are the games I like. I like Maryland 13.5. I like Houston versus Kansas State 17.5. I like the FSU game. I like the over for that over 51. The Clemson, they're playing NC State at NC State. It should be a pretty good game, but I like 9.5 if you push that down, or over 44. I don't think NC State has enough to compete with them. The Memphis game versus North Texas, I think that's a sweet game. If you want to put on a nice 3-team parlay at 6.5, that'll be a no-brainer there for me. Then going down to later in the games, a 3:30 games, you can look at Oregon versus Utah. I think that's going to be a pretty interesting game. I like the over 48 for that game. I think it's going to be good defensively, but I think that they're going to score some points. I also like the over on the Duke-Louisville game, over 46. You can push it down a couple points there. If you're looking at the Tulane versus Rice game, I like that. I like Tulane at -9.5. And then I like Tennessee money line against Kentucky. I know this is going to rub Brown on this next pick, but +13, I will push it up to 14. I like them versus Air Force. I don't know if the Air Force quarterback is going to be healthy, but Colorado State has been playing very good lately, especially at home. So I like that. And if you're really not feeling that risky, if you want to hit the over on that game, I think that's fine as well. The Ohio State versus Wisconsin game, I think it's going to be a trap game, so don't even touch it. And then the Colorado versus UCLA game is a no-brainer. Hit the over, push it down to 59.5, and you should be good to get your money there. I like to end it out the night. I like the Oregon State game. Money line versus Arizona is at 3.5. I think that's just easy peasy. And then I like the ODU as a sleeper. ODU versus JMU at the 21 points there. I think Old Dominion's been playing very well. Yes, I know JMU is undefeated and have been playing good, but I like the 21 points in the conference game.
All right, well, Kenny and I, we could both hit our pick on the Air Force game, but it's going to be middling because I got Air Force -9.5. I'm pushing it down to 9.5 anyways. Yeah, I think they're going to, after last week, they're going to come out and score some points. Colorado State ain't going to stop them. And then I'm going to pair that with Army -6.5 at home against Mass. I'm going to call this the service parlay.
The service parlay.
+147 if you hit that right now. That's my 2-teamer for the college. And then NFL, I got five picks for you. I like Buffalo money line on Thursday. Only money line because Thursday night games can be a little bit trappy. So, but I think they're still going to pull it out. And then I got the Patriots +9.5. You want to push up to 10.5, fine. and then I got the Chiefs money line, the Ravens money line, and then the Lions minus 6.5. Push that down, so you cover with a touchdown. If you parlay all 5 of those together, it's a plus 539. So
Kenny,
Mm-hmm.
is the under hitting tomorrow? It probably is.
It
It probably
might.
is.
Let me see. What's the under tomorrow?
It's probably low, 39.
It's 43.
43.
Yeah, if we listen, if we push it to 41 or 40, I'm taking the over. Easy. Like not it's a no-brainer. I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over tomorrow. A lot of the games I'm not gonna take. I'm taking the over tomorrow.
Kenny,
I'm taking the over tomorrow.
16-8.
I don't care about all that shit you're saying.
Games.
I'm taking the over tomorrow. That's it.
All right.
You know what?
mean,
Actually, you know what, guys? I've been wrong. According to Brian, his analytics have been wrong. So you know what? Let's go with what they say. If Brian takes the over tomorrow, the under tomorrow, I'm taking it. Are you taking the under tomorrow?
I don't know. If I do,
okay.
I might push it up a little bit because that's a little low.
Oh, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It might still hit, Kenny.
No,
Tampa
it's not going
might
to
not
hit.
Score.
That's not true.
You know,
That's not true.
Buffalo needs a turnaround game. Like they're gonna bounce back here.
They're going to score 50 points tomorrow. Total.
50? No, Tampa's got a decent defense, man.
All right, watch.
Oh, you talking about both together?
Both together. Not Buffalo by themselves.
I don't know. I could see it, but yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, guys, stay tuned in our DraftKings. We're gonna have a hitter tomorrow. I can feel it. I can feel it. We're gonna have a hitter tomorrow. So just stay tuned. I don't know if we can invite people to the DraftKings. I wish we could put it like a little link or something. Share the link inside of our.
I could send what our ticket looks like on Insta. I've been sharing. We need more people. We need more money for this DraftKings. If you're doing DFS with us, Zach did it 1 week, or he's done it with us for like 3 weeks, but he won. I won this last week. Kenny couldn't figure out how to do.
Bro, I just forgot to submit it. I forgot to submit it, and then it just locked on me.
Password issues.
No sports betting. Oh yeah, okay. Either we got DFS.
You're
Simon.
at the wrong podcast, big guy.
we had DFS. You got DFS, Simon. You should have that.
Really. Simon gets in there. All right,
come
on,
all right. So anyway, what we can try to do, we try to add the links for you guys. We got a DFS league, just a 2 Joes and Pro thing. It's a little friendly thing, $20. You just have fun there. Win you some money for the week, some drinking money or eating, whatever you want to use it for. Cool. And then we're gonna try to see if we can add you guys or put the link for our picks so y'all can draft in DraftKings, right? Because we don't mess with FanDuel in here.
Yeah.
All right.
Kenny doesn't anyways because he can't log in.
Yeah, it's not. I can't log in. They have shitty customer service, and we don't deal with that.
He doesn't know his own address.
Yeah, yep. He doesn't even remember where he lived.
Yep. That's it. Anyway, guys, I'm gone. You got anything else to say? No. All right. Well, appreciate the support. Stay tuned next week. Good luck on all your fantasy teams. Good luck for your picks for the week. Hopefully, we can. You got some money, get on the right track, and we'll catch you guys next week. Peace. Be safe.
Peace. Simon, send me a trade offer. Thanks.